Welcome back. We are ready to continue with more analysis from the Amateur Latin Championship that was held at the Eastern United States Danceboat Championships in Boston, Massachusetts. Coming all the way from Portugal and finishing with a final analysis of 4.6658, we had Bruno and Barbara. Andrew, what do you think?
I like this couple. I saw this couple first time they came to my event last year, and that's the first time I've actually seen them. So they have improved a lot, and I think the guy got more stronger, masculine, right? And then the girl, I like the girl especially. I think she's very, very strong, physically strong. Everything is get to the point. Her spins finish with the precision. So I like that about her very, very much. I find her sometimes dance a little bit tippy-toeing. So okay. I would like to see that a bit more going through the body action, a little bit more. But and again, still a pretty good girl. For the boy, I feel sometimes a little bit too soft. So for Bruno and being from Latin and everything, I would like him to be a little bit more. But he's certainly improving and he's getting there, and knowing where he came from to where he's now, it helps me to sort of see, yes, he's progressing in the right direction. But for the other people, maybe that becomes a problem, because all of a sudden, if they don't see it where he came from, it might be a problem. They go, I wish he would be stronger. So that's unfortunate. That's probably why the marks were going in and out, all over the place with that. Yeah, what do you think?
So was Bruno enough for you?
I like him a lot. So I agree that he could have a little stronger presentation, like more demanding look on the floor, especially with his build, right? He looks like a very strong guy. What I like that he doesn't come across arrogant, that it's still playful and very playful and pleasant, right? Strong enough, but still pleasant. I find both of them very attractive as a couple, right? Because he looks like a big guy. She looks very feminine, very playful, not just feminine and weak, but strong, but flexible, playful enough. I find them having a nice connection between the two of them. So they're not only performing towards the audience, but they're aware of one another. Because one of the things that I was very surprised and disappointed that so many couples have bumped to one another, running, seeing each other, but they were so committed to what they did that it's almost like you see the car standing next to you and you just ran into and said, this should be my spot. And I find it so unaware and very almost unpleasant, versus with this couple, I find that they're actually very aware of the surroundings as well as each other. So, well done.
So basically, a lot of the couples are like Boston drivers.
Yes, and you know, the thing is, not only bumping to other couples, but they bump to each other. You know, they miss the connections because it's almost like they look, but they don't see, right? And I'm like, okay, if you see your partner, just give them nice arm versus slamming into it and hoping that something good is going to happen. So
I just wanted to add something. I mean, yes, I agree to some degree. Yes, we have to be pleasant. It's still a sport that it's supposed to bow ties and tail suits and everything. But I think also if you become that person who gives the space to somebody else, somebody will take it. So in that sense, you can't really be nice and give that space. You better be that Boston driver or New York driver taxi driver who just takes that space. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to be yours.
Okay, so yes, I'm not saying, so I want you to be strong enough that no one bumps to you. That when you're so strong that people go almost like a big truck next to a small car. That when you're strong enough, people move out of your way. But I find that lots of couples are not really strong enough to do this, so they end up bumping to one another. Like we pretend to be strong, but I simply just don't see you. So I'm not really strong, I'm just kind of blindly going through my moves. So that's the part that bothers me, but I completely agree. Giving space, like I would the first one say, you gotta be competing. This is a serious situation. Don't be just strolling on the beach thinking this is, sunny afternoon.
There's a whole episode of a cheeky chat with Chris on that topic, which I think we may have to sit you guys down and do that. Once again, it's a long way to get the bus from Portugal to Boston, so well done, guys. And I thought this young lady was absolutely beautiful. So that's my thing. Okay, let us move on and see what else happened in this wonderful competition. Okay, we need a quick break to get away from all this exciting analysis, but we will be back with more from the Eastern United States Dance Sport Championships Amateur Latin competition.